Why hello there. Ah, this pimp just won't go away. It's been camping on my face for the past couple days. Pay some rent, bro. I might as well give it a name. What should we name it? Something close to pimp. Something that starts with a P. What's a name that starts with P-I? I'm not seeing any names that starts with a P-I. But there is Phoebe, Philip, Philippa, Farrell. Okay, Phoebe. I'll just call it Phoebe. Alright, Phoebe. I'm gonna start asking for rent money in a couple days. Before our story time, I'm gonna have a little snack. Sweet potato. The easiest way to open a sweet potato is not by rolling it in a circle and peeling it. It's by cutting off the ends first. 1, 2. And then kind of like a jacket, you unbutton it like bonk, bonk, bonk. Like this. And then unveils the nude sweet potato. Look at it glisten in the light. You know, sweet potatoes are especially the best on a cold winter day. Oh, it's one of my favorite street foods in Korea. Every time I eat a sweet potato, I make sure I have some water afterwards, but not too much. Because you know, sweet potatoes can be very thick. Speaking of water, today I'm gonna tell you about the time I almost drowned. I was a kindergartner, so I was 5 years old, and my friend invited me to her birthday party. After we played a bunch of games and had the birthday party at my friend's house, we went over to her grandparents' house where they had a swimming pool. I didn't know how to swim, so I was like, I don't want to go swimming. But my friend and all the other guests, they went in the pool and played. I was fine just chilling and watching them. But my friend's mom is like, you should try swimming. And I was like, no, I'm okay. And she's like, no, you should really try swimming. I was 5 years old. She was an adult, so I trusted her opinion. I didn't bring a swimming suit, so I just stripped naked with just my panties on. You know, I was 5 years old. Nothing to show off. So I go in the pool, and then I'm holding onto the edge of the pool because I don't know how to swim. But my friend's mom, once again, she's like, you should let go and try swimming. And I was like, no, I don't want to let go. And she's like, yeah, you should try. I'm like, no, I don't want to let go. So she walks off. Couple minutes pass by and I'm like, what am I doing in this pool? I'm just gonna keep being in this pool and holding the edge. That's all I'm gonna do. So I finally take my friend's mom's advice and I let go. Well, what do you know? I start sinking to the bottom of the pool. Down, 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 down. I was looking up. I'm like, how do I get back up? And for some reason, I wasn't freaking out at all. When I was young, I thought I was invincible. And the older I get these days, I'm like, whoa, I'm immortal. I'm humble. I'm immortal. So while I was sinking down, I was holding my breath, and I kept holding my breath when I was at the bottom of the pool. And after a couple seconds, I'm just like, I can't hold it in anymore. So I'm like, so then I took a breath. I know this is gonna sound weird, but I breathed in air. So as a 5-year-old and being in water and breathing in air, I was like, oh, I didn't know I was a mermaid. So instead of holding on to that one single breath I had, whether it was a gift from a higher being or a guardian angel, I don't know what, instead of holding on to that oxygen, I took another breath because I was like, oh, I have magical powers. And unfortunately, I breathed in water that second time. So by the second breath, I am choking. And then my friend's grandfather, he dives into the pool. He grabs me and brings me up to the surface. So I'm coughing on the ground and my mom picks me up. And of course my mom's upset. I mean, I told my friend's mom I can't swim and she was telling me to swim. So I can't explain how I was able to breathe underwater. It's still strange to me to this day. I guess it's one of those things you call a miracle. And I just needed that one breath of oxygen to live. Sure, if I breathed in water, maybe the grandpa knew how to do CPR, but who knows if I was, I would have been able to wake up from it, or maybe I would have drowned to death. And although I'm not religious, I am spiritual. So I do believe there's some sort of higher being out there. Or so I'd like to think that. I don't know about you guys, but when I was a teenager, I had suicidal thoughts before, but I would always remind myself of that time I almost drowned to death. Truth is though, you don't need a near-death experience to know that you have a purpose in your life. The fact that you're here today, alive and breathing, you have a purpose. And I know there's so many people on earth, and sometimes you just feel like, just another number, that you're just this little strand of hair. Because in comparison to the universe, we are really small. But don't let that make you feel insignificant. You may be small, I may be small, we all are small. But we could make great differences, great impact on other people's lives and in the world. And yes, nothing lasts forever, and I truly do believe humankind won't last forever. But while we're here, let's make the most of it, and let's enjoy each other. If there's a sweet potato next to you, really enjoy that bite. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Say bye, Phoebe! Bye!